Fellow diamond painters, and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today is my weekly WIP and chat, and if you are not familiar with what a WIP and chat is, that is a work in progress, and I am going to be working on a diamond painting. And this one I've been working on for a while. I am now down to 2 rows, so I'm hoping that I can somehow get this finished in the next week or two. It just really depends. It is going by fast. I just don't really have the time. And so that's where I kind of run into some issues. But feel free to treat this like you would a podcast if you'd like to just listen, or if you would like to work on something as well, and grab something that you enjoy working on, or just simply listen. I do that quite a bit as well. Want to welcome you if you are new. Thanks so much for popping by and for checking out my channel. I hope that you really enjoy it. And for those of you that are not new, welcome back. I really do appreciate everybody. I have been out. I did a WIP and chat last week on Tuesday, which was my normal WIP and chats. And then I did not do anything else at all the rest of the week. And I even missed my WIP and chat for this week. I am filming this on Wednesday. And so I like to have videos go out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then sometimes Saturdays. So hopefully you will be seeing this one on Thursday. If everything works out, aligns well, and everything goes fine by me doing this. It has just been a very crazy, very busy, stressful, very upsetting, you name it. We've had so many emotions run through our house, especially in the last week. And not going to get into a lot of that, because if I do, then my waterworks will just start piping up and I will not be able to finish the WIP and chat. Because just even thinking about what we've been experiencing just really gets me upset. My anxiety level just goes crazy. And it is just something that I just cannot really deal with right now. So I hope that everybody understands. But how are you guys doing? Let me know. I have really missed you guys, even though I have not put out any content. And I feel like it's been a long time, and it's only been a week, but I feel like it's been a hot minute before I was able to do anything and even to be productive. Haven't really got to diamond paint either, but let me know how you guys are doing. What are you working on? How has your October been? I hope that you've been well. There's a lot of people getting sick around here, hearing about pneumonia, the flu, the other crud that we're not going to mention. That shall not be named. And we've been lucky so far, but we hadn't really gone anywhere other than, I guess, grocery store. I guess that's an easy way to get that. And then also to work. But I first want to thank all of you so much for all of your hearts, your emojis, all the sweet comments you guys have made, and all the comments that you guys have made regarding our dear, sweet Salem. We got some really, really bad news last week. Didn't even know what we were expecting until after I did my WIP and chat. My WIP and chat went out on Tuesday, and I finished that one on Monday, and we took her to the vet, or I did, because she was just acting a little off. And we've recently moved, and so Salem is a diva. She'll always be a diva. And so we just thought that, the move has been kind of hard on the old girl. She didn't like it. And she's just showing, off. She won't eat. She's acting really, she's acting different. So something just told me, don't just let it go. You need to take her to the vet. So I took her to the vet last Tuesday, and Paige went with me, which I kind of wish that didn't happen, but Paige had gone with me because I was just thinking, well, it's time for our annual physical, and I'm just going to go ahead and take her in, get them to look at her, find out, what's her problem, why she's not eating, why she's making these kind of strange noises that she's never made before, and just different things. And so I took her to the vet that we had taken her last year for her shots. And I'd used them a couple of times before, just in the case that I couldn't get my animals into our normal vet, the normal clinic that we go to. And I couldn't get her in last year, and my dad had passed away. We had to go immediately to Tennessee, and she couldn't stay at the pet hotel unless she had her shots. So fast forward, and I ended up taking her there, and so all was good. They'd only seen her the one time, and so then I thought, well, I'm just going to take her there because I'm going to go ahead and get her shots and everything done, get all this done at one time. And they saw her last year, so they got their file, everything's on record that she had her shots. So went up there, and then I was telling her the issues. They ended up doing an x-ray, and then I was just blown away. We had gotten some really, really devastating news. I had to call my husband, which that was one of the hardest things I have ever had to do, because this is his first, I don't want to say real pet, but I guess it is as an adult, it's his first real pet. And that was actually his, and she was ours. She was one of the first things that we had bought together after we had gotten married. And she was just, just very, very special cat. She's like our soul cat. And we just were absolutely shocked at the news. So we were trying to process it. And this vet, to me, came across as very pushy, wanting me to do something right away, said, you can't let her suffer. And I would never let her suffer, but I needed time to process, to think about what we needed to do, if there's anything else that could be done. I just needed some time, and she just kept on going, just constantly. And so I called my husband, and he's like, well, what did they find out? And so I didn't know how I was going to tell him. And then I just busted out crying, and then he's like, what was wrong? And so that's when I had to end up just telling him, and so he was really shocked too. And then I said, I can't make a decision today. I cannot do this. You need to see her. We need to talk about, if there's anything that can be done. And she's just being really pushy. So I left there, and I thought, I'm just going to have some time to think. And then the very next day, she called me again. And so I was just last week was just absolutely horrible. I couldn't process anything. I couldn't think. I couldn't do anything. I had way too much going on with the move. And I just couldn't handle it. And so I didn't know, kept thinking, something has got to give. I don't know what to do. And my husband wasn't much of help because he was so upset. And he said, well, I'm going to leave this to you. And that, which I didn't think, I didn't want to do that either. So anyway, I ended up calling, my sister ended up calling. We don't usually talk to each other that much. And if we do, it's like 15, 20 minutes. We talked for 2.5 hours, and the best advice that she could have given me was, what would Dad do? What would Dad have told you? What would he have done? My dad was a dog and a cat lover. But absolutely loved both. And so she's like, that's all the advice that I can give you. And she's like, you know what you need to do. You just need to hear Dad telling you. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Well, unfortunately, my dad passed away last September. And we've had a rough year, guys. We've never had a rough year like we've had. And it's just been one thing after another. And so I feel like I have done something wrong. I have been, I don't want to really get into anything, but I'm like, I feel like that I've done something horribly bad because all these things are happening. And then it's like, it happens. Unfortunately, we didn't do anything to make Salem sick. It just happens. It's just part of it. And so after I started thinking about it, I thought, okay, what would Dad tell me to do? And then I heard his voice just like he was standing right next to me. And I'm like, okay, I know what to do now. So I got off the phone. I called our vet that I've used for years and years. And I called them. I'm like, look, I've got a situation. And I couldn't even finish telling them. I'm like, I'm sending you this. Can you just tell me, can you tell me what you suggest? I know that nothing can be done. I'm not trying to go against this lady, the vet, but I just need to feel a little better right now. I just felt kind of off. I just felt like that something was missing. I didn't feel comfortable with just going by what she was telling me. So anyway, long story short, we did take her, my husband and I took her to the vet last week, and it is what they said it was. It is terminal. It is a very fast pace, and we've already seen that it's gotten even worse. And so they said we can give her some palliative care. I don't see any point right now of just making her cross the Rainbow Bridge. I don't think she's ready. And I said, I don't think she is. I could always tell because we lost poor Zoe this year too, in April. And I said, I could always tell when any of my animals, they were ready. And I said, I don't know how to explain it, but she's not exactly ready to go. And so they gave me some palliative care. We've been doing that. She was very nauseous. They gave her an IV. And so she is back to herself. She's not playing like she used to, but she is still happy. She's not hurting. She's been eating her favorite foods. We went and picked up some fish that she absolutely loves. And normally we only give her just a few bites because I'm afraid, it's not good for her. We don't like giving her table food, but this time I'm like, she can have as much as she wants. And she ate almost a whole piece of fish, and their fish is really large. And I gave her all of mine. I'm like, you want my dinner? You can have my dinner. I will eat cereal. I will eat soup. I don't care. As long as you're eating and you're happy and she's purring. And so that's what we did one night. And then another night she loves Zaxby's chicken, which we're not really crazy about Zaxby's chicken, but the cat is. So we went ahead and we got an extra piece for her. So she had chicken for dinner one night. I've been cooking for her. She refuses to eat her cat food. I'm like, you know what? Who cares? I'm cooking for her. She was eating her snacks really well up until yesterday. And now she's starting to have those same little whimpers and things. And so I have a feeling that it's going to be very soon. And my husband, I just feel so bad for him because I've taken it really hard. This week is better than last week. Last week, I didn't know how I was going to handle anything. I thought, how am I even going to move forward with this? And poor Molly, our collie, she is still trying to get over the trauma of losing her best friend, her sister, Zoe, and now her and Salem are not close, but she's here. And so I thought, I don't know how my poor Molly's going to take it either. And so the vet was talking to me about Molly, and I'm like, I don't want another pet. I don't want one for a long time. I don't even know if I will be able to ever get a cat. And that's really sad because my husband loves cats. He has found out that he much prefers cats over dogs, and he just loves cats. But I don't know. I just don't know if I can do it or not. Because she had such a different personality. I mean, I know that they all do, but she was a diva through and through. And I already miss that about her because, now she's just not herself. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be around this week or next, because I know that it is going to be really tough. I know that. and it's going to be tough not only for me, but it's going to be tough for my entire family. Poor Paige. It's really hard when you lose a pet, but it's really hard when you are special needs and you just don't understand a lot of things. So that makes it even harder on me. I am trying to stay strong for her, but for those of you that have been around for any length of time, I talk about Salem all the time. She is like our baby. I have tons of pictures on my phone of her. And I mean, we love Molly too. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anyone to come after me because I said, I just really love my cat, which I do. I'm just gonna have to give Molly extra, loves and cuddles. Molly is not that type of a dog to where she likes to be, really cuddly. She does like attention. So we've definitely been giving her as much attention as we possibly can. But this move has just it's been rough, and I really like where we have moved. It's just a rental because we're going to start looking for our permanent home, our final home in the mountains sometime next year. We want to go ahead and not have to worry about our house, get that sold. Hopefully that will sell soon. But now when I go over there, it's like I want to go back. I don't want to live here. I want to just pack up and go back because that's where we had, Salem, for the most part, was there most of the time that, we lived, or all the time we lived there. And she's only 9, so it's not like that she's, really old. And even if she were older, it still came as a crazy, crazy shock to all of us. So I don't want to get into any more detail. I got into more detail than I actually had planned on. And I'm actually okay, which is really good because usually if I sit down and if I'm not working, if my mind starts to wander, then I just get extremely upset, and then it's one of those ugly, ugly cries where you just cannot stop. Maybe I needed that from everything else that's happened, over the year that I've lost family. I don't know, but I'm hoping that she knows that she was well loved, even though, she was a diva and she wasn't like a typical cat, although this is my first cat, so I don't know if most cats are like her. Dave says they're not, but who knows? So that's what we've been working with. I go to sit down, diamond paint, and I just don't want to. I just felt that I just wasn't. I had other things that, I needed to do with the move or whatever, and then I started thinking, I wonder if this is what depression is like, because I feel like I am down very, very deep and can't come out. And so I am doing better. I'm okay. There's no point. You don't have to worry about me or anything. But I went, I had my annual physical this past week, talked to my doctor for a long time. And so I know that this is normal. I just didn't feel this way when we lost Zoe. I think it was because it was expected, and I was close to her. I was very close to her, but not like the cat. So we're just taking it day by day. As long as she seems happy and she is content, she is eating, she is not getting sick or anything like that, we're going to just take it day by day. And then our vet said, when you're ready, when she's ready, give us a call and we'll be here. So they told me that it did not matter if they were completely full, that they put it on there, that they will just stop and they will take care of us and take care of her. So I am at least glad that I did take her to our vet. So I do feel better about doing that. I think that was one of the things that was nagging at me, because I didn't know those people, and I thought, I don't feel real comfortable with them. I don't know them. I don't have any history experience with them, and with the other one, I do. So that's just, what we've been doing, trying to get a little bit of diamond painting in, and Salem would stretch out and look at me. So that was kind of fun. It's like, I really would wish that Molly would do that. Molly has no interest in even being close to me diamond painting. Salem really doesn't either. I think she just does it because she likes to aggravate, and she thinks she's aggravating me, which in turn she's not. It's like I really want her to do that. But anyway, that's what's going on with her. We did finally get everything moved in. We do have a couple of things in the old house that we need to get out, but we purposely left some things there in case we need to spend the night over there. If there's something that we need to do in the house, we can spend the night. And there's some towels and linens over there still. And we also left the spare bedroom, a queen size bed over, and a chair. We did put the couch in the garage, but that's going to get dumped, I think, on Saturday. And it's a nice couch, but Salem loved it as a scratching post. She's torn the sides off, and we don't have room for a large couch anyway. We never used it, and so we're going to just get rid of it. So that will be gone. And then I do have a couple of items in the kitchen just in case, again, that we do stay there for some reason. And I go twice a week when I take Paige to work, and I just stay over there while she's at work, and then I'm working, taking my computer, working over there. So I will keep doing that until we close on the house. And then once we close on the house, then of course I will have to figure out what I'm going to do. I think that it's too far to drive back over to where we live now, but I think that I will be able to go to a Starbucks or someplace, and I can sit for a couple of hours. I can also run some errands. There's plenty of things that I can do. So it's not that I would be short on anything to do. It's just nice that I do have a place to go right now, that I don't have to go with a bunch of crowds or feel like I have to buy something, which if I go to Starbucks, I'm going to buy something anyway. So that's been what we've been doing, going back and forth. There was one day that Paige just said she just could not work, and her boss is so sweet. Her boss said, her mental health is very important to me, and I know how she is. I've gotten to where, I really love Paige. She's not just an employee, she is a really good coworker to everybody, and she is like part of my family. And so that made me really happy. And again, I teared up again. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I am not a crier, guys. I'm just not. And this has kind of blindsided me whenever I got so upset with Salem. I thought, wow, where did this come from? But I think I just needed it, to be honest. Sometimes you just need that good washout. So everything is out. That was rough, though. I am feeling in my bones, literally, this move, because this has been our third move together. Well, the first move was when I moved, when we got married and I moved, and then we moved from one house to the other, and then, third move. So this one, though, it has been the most hectic move, one of the worst thought out moves, or planned moves. I'm a planner, and on this one, it's like, I didn't have time to plan. It was like, okay, we're going to move. What do you think? Well, I think we need to plan. And we didn't plan like we should have. My husband is not a planner. And I'm like, see, if you would have planned, we would have taken time to plan, then we would not be in this mess. But we're getting there. I think we're finally getting everything out. But he just started taking the boxes, because make sure you guys can see where I am doing. I'm over, okay. I have my filming arm in a different place. So he's taken all of our boxes, and instead of, I had them all labeled, had my name on them, had Paige's name on them, had kitchen, had craft room, whatever it was, animals, all their, treats and all their different things in there, and just had everything labeled, bathroom, linens. And then he just decided that he's going to put all of the boxes in the garage. So he put all the boxes in the garage. Okay, well, that's fine. But he didn't put them by like what they were. Like put all the kitchen together, all the bedroom together, all my craft together. No, he didn't do that. He put just boxes wherever he could put them and they could stack up. So we have tons of boxes. Can't tell what anything is. And we have pretty much this entire garage is covered in stuff. And so at this point, I am just, when I get a chance, I am just taking a box that is on one side of the room that I can easily get to without all the boxes falling on top of my head. And I'm just taking that, I am opening it up, seeing what is in it, and then just putting it up. If it's his stuff, then I'm just leaving it over on his side of the garage where he's gonna have like a little work area, and then he can handle that. But haven't been able to find a lot of stuff. Having card group tonight and can't even find my stamps yet. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tonight. I'm hoping that I can at least find one box of stamps. And if not, then I may just be diamond painting while they're working on cards. It's online. Nobody can really see what I'm doing, so it doesn't really matter, but I need to work on some cards. I've gotten so behind and couldn't find all my spices for the kitchen, so I've been cooking things based on the spices that I'm finding and pulling out. I ended up just saying, forget it. I am buying whatever I need. We'll just have extra. And I hate to do that because I don't use a lot of spices. I don't use them up that quickly, and so I'm going to end up having to throw them away. We've already thrown away so much stuff because it expired or, whatever. So I hated doing that, but it's like I cannot just keep trying to figure out what am I going to cook when I don't have everything that I need. So that was another thing. I'm like, why would you do this like this? Well, it was faster. I'm like, well, it's faster for you, but now it's not faster for me because I am the one that puts everything up. And he only has a few things that's boxed up. So that's been that. And I have found quite a bit of my diamond painting stash. I knew all the diamond paintings are together. They're still in the garage right now. I've got to get those out pretty soon. The humidity here is not bad right now. It's actually been really nice. The past 2 or 3 days have been super nice and cool, like mountain weather, which is where we are now. And I do need to go through those. I have way too many. I feel guilty after we moved. I started looking as we were moving all of my stuff. I'm like, wow, I started feeling really guilty between all of my craft stuff and my diamond paintings. And I thought, some of this has to go. I'm not going to do this again. I don't use all of this. I did quite a bit of purging and also rehoming a lot of my craft things, a lot of old clothes and stuff that some of them had tags on. I had lost so much weight that can't wear it. Paige can't wear them. So did all of that. So that was definitely helpful, but we still have a lot more to downsize. We are this house is just temporary, but I want to prove and to see how much we can actually downsize. And I've got to first figure out how to do that, what that's going to look like. We are renting a storage facility. My husband has 2 now. One that's a larger one, and then a smaller one for his tools. And so in the summer, he's going to be able to combine those. But right now, we're just so busy trying to get out of the house so we can get it sold. We had planned on or hoping that we could just do an investor type sale, which we've done before. And this house is nicer than the other houses. It's, it's really nice. So I'm not going to just give it away. It's not like we just have to just sell it, right away. And I don't want to, because of the investors. What they're doing is just a joke. So we decided, no, we're going to put it on the market. So that's taken longer. Something else that, we have to deal with. But I think that all of that is good to go. They came and did professional pictures, which they look really good. And also they were able to fly a drone around the house, and then also to show what the roof looks like. And I'm surprised that they got approval for that, because we live close to a private airport. It was private, it's gone public now. And the military also uses that airport. And we could not, when we moved in, we wanted to have a drone fly over. The inspector was going to do it, and he called us and he said, I can't get approval from the FAA. They won't do it because of where your location is to the airport. So we told them they probably wouldn't be able to, and the photographer came back and said, yeah, I've got the permit, all's good. I'm like, well, I hope you do. So that was a good thing, but I'm just hoping that the house sells quickly. That's a big part of, I think, both of us being so stressed, is that everything is just hitting at one time. We are paying for rent that is absolutely ridiculous in terms of how much we're paying. It's a very nice place. Maybe that's why it's so ridiculous. But it's brand new, and so it's 4-bedroom. It's only like 1,900 square feet. I think it's close to 2,000 square feet, which that doesn't sound small. But when you're used to a larger house, you're used to a full basement, and you're used to a shed in the back where Dave kept all of his things, all of his tools, and all of his different things he likes to work on. We had a long driveway. So that, all of that, coupled with moving in here, it's a lot smaller. But I'm really enjoying it. I like the area. I like the house. I just do not like all these boxes everywhere. But it will get done. We will do it. And then by the time that we get everything sorted out, it'll be time to move again. But that's okay, because I keep telling myself that when we move next time, that's going to be easier, because we're not going to have to box a lot of stuff up to go through it to box it up. And we already have things that's already in the building. We don't have to worry about moving all of that. Don't have to worry about doing anything in the yard. And don't have to worry about the inside, because we don't have to worry about yard work anyway. It's part of the lease. It's basically a 0 lot line, so it's not that much to deal with. But we do have our own little yard, because we're used to over half an acre. And I'm kind of liking the small yard, small atmosphere. It's kind of nice. I'll let you know after the winter how I like this close quarters. But at least that we're moving forward. We are moving forward with our dream, and that's all I can ask for, is that we are definitely moving forward. And then we'll decide what we're going to do later. We are having an open house on Saturday for our house. I don't think open houses do as well, but they are really pushing this open house. So if that's what our realtor wants to do, then her and her husband, then that's fine with us. We're not going to be there anyway. Try to find another color. I have a lot of feelings on this canvas, and I'm just not sure yet. My feelings are a little mixed on this canvas. And I love Craftibly. I'm kind of sad when I finish this one, because that means I have one less in my stash to be able to work on. But thinking of stashes, I am thinking of having a mystery box. When I went through and I was looking at all of the trays that I have, all the pins, I do have a lot of putty and wax and just all the things. And then also I have quite a few storage containers, and I'm getting to where I really like using a tower system. That, or I prefer Elizabeth Ward. I have several of the container storage. I am going to keep a couple of those, but I'm not going to keep all of them. A lot of them I did get complimentary, and so that would be part of a mystery box, I think, too. Let me know if you would be interested in a mystery box. I'm thinking I would have at least one pen, and it would be a premium pen. It wouldn't be something you'd get really cheap. It'd be a premium pen. It would be also a premium tray, cover minder even. I don't even use cover minders anymore. There are some cover minders I'm going to keep because they're special, but for the most part, I don't use cover minders. I don't need them. Some washi I'll put in there, and then if someone wanted to purchase a container, it's gently used, that would be in addition to the mystery, I think, because it'd be more difficult to mail. But let me know if you'd be interested in something like that. Also, I have some stickers I can put in there. So I'm thinking maybe a mystery for about $25–30, and then I'm not sure about shipping either. I don't know if it would be, if I could do free shipping, or if I would have to charge for shipping, like $5 or something very minimal. So let me know if you guys have ever done that. Give me some ideas if you would like something like that, because I do need to downsize some more. I'm not gonna ever use them. I mean, you can only use so many at one time. Even if you have a max color canvas, you only need so many containers. So let me know about that. I'm going to be going through my diamond paintings, and I have not decided how I'm going to work that one out yet. I'll never finish all the ones that I have, and even if I didn't care if I didn't finish all the ones that I have, there are some that I'm looking at thinking, when am I going to get to that one? Maybe not never. And so if that is my reaction, then it's like, oh, you need to be thinking about this. How much do you really want this? So let me know your thoughts on that one. If you have a unicorn, meaning that there is a painting that you just want so bad and you don't have it, you can't find it anywhere, send me a private message. You can either email me at the craftydiamond1@gmail, or you can send me a private message through Facebook or Instagram. I'm a Crafty Diamond on Instagram, and then Facebook, just my name. You can go underneath the Crafty Diamond, though. There is a Crafty Diamond group along with Josephine Wall group, so you can find me in several places. But let me know what you think about that. If you have anything that you're looking for. I think I've done this before. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything anybody wanted. Thought I had a really good stash of, some really, and most of mine are older. The ones that are heavily wanted. So that was another thing. I'm determined I'm going to downsize. My craft room, my new craft room is teeny. And I go over to the other house, looking at my craft room, thinking, wow, what was I thinking? I miss my craft room. But it's not forever. And I want to downsize. I really do. I'm just taking one room at a time, one box at a time. If I open a box, I can't find any place for it, then I will put it either as, I don't need this, put it in that pile to where I'm either going to give it away, or I'm going to, some things I've even had to trash. But I will eventually show you my new craft room once I get it nice and clean the way I want it. And then by then we'll probably be moving again. So we'll see about that. Paige is loving her room. She has an extra room in this house, and she's got all of her library books, or not library, but her books that she bought. And she calls that her library room. I've taken over some of that room to put different things in that just had to go in there. But it's been nice because she was able to have all of her books in one place. That was a much larger room. I probably, hindsight, should have used that room as my craft room. But that one was right across from her bedroom, and I didn't think that was a really good idea. And then also, I wanted her to have more space because she needs her own space too. So I just thought, a small craft room, it's fine. I may not feel that way once I get everything in there. I may have to end up paying for my own storage. And Lisa's storage facility that he's using, it does have temperature controlled storage, so I don't have to worry about any of my things. I'm not putting any diamond paintings out there, but as far as other things, I could easily do that. Madison is continuing to do very well in school. She has all A's, and let me tell you, that girl never has had all A's. Never. Well, she did in elementary school, but I'm not counting that. I guess I probably should, but she's loving it. She's really liking some of the classes that I didn't think she would even have any interest in. So that's been kind of fun. She talks to me about her classes, and when she has to practice, she talks to me about different things over the phone. And so it's been a lot of fun. It's been fun following along her journey. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers if you are the praying type. We need all of the help and the good vibes sent to us, because I'm telling you, it has been very, very rough. I will be glad when this year is over and hope that we have a really good start. We've not been in a season like this before. Not with this much of heartbreak going on. And I'm losing my pen. As far as diamond painting, what I've been doing, not much of anything in the way of diamond painting. I have completed close to another row of this one. I really want to get this finished by the end of this month, October. I don't know if that is going to happen. Maybe not. I mean, I'm really not sure, but it could, because we are starting to slow down a bit, especially with the house going on the market and with us getting everything out. We still have some yard work to do over there, but I think we're going to end up having to pay somebody to watch it every 2 weeks, because now that we are in fall, the leaves will start absolutely taking over the yard if we don't stay on top of it. My husband says that he can do it, but we'll see, because he's been so busy at work that I don't know what that's going to look like either. I'm still waiting on the drills for the stitch along. The drills are coming from Jaded Gym Shop. The stitch along was one that Katie Diamonds and Washi was showing on her channel, and then I kind of jumped on that bandwagon really quick. I love cross stitch conversions. I don't know why I just hadn't finished mine yet, but I love cross stitch conversions, and I thought that'll be a lot of fun. You get a pattern every month, and you just add to the pattern, and so at the end you will have one picture. But it started on the 15th of September. We're almost to the 15th of October, and hopefully I will get everything in soon, because if I don't, I'm going to be even further behind. Hopefully it will be easy to get caught up. I think it's like 7-8 months. But I need to get caught up on my temperature chart as well. It's packed with my drills and the temperature, my temperature chart. Everything is packed. And I had already gotten behind on that one before we even moved. So I'm going to have to spend a weekend or so getting caught up on that one, because I want it finished by December the 31st. I am really behind on my goals. I didn't even do a September month in review. That's definitely one of my favorite ones to do, are month in reviews, but I just could not do it. There was just, I don't know, it was just holding me back. I really did try to go in and record, and I would record for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, I can't do this. And so it's not that I didn't want to do it, I just couldn't. So I'm hoping that I will be able to going forward, so I won't miss any more. Let's see, I think I want to work on the ends. And as far as my other work in progress, I haven't touched any of them. I have about 3 more going, and still have not done anything else with them. My Dragon Seasons, I was really wanting to get that finished soon, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen soon. I know it's not, but it is going to be done hopefully by the end of the year. If not, I still have until May with my husband and my challenge. Still have until May the 1st, so I've got plenty of time. But I don't want to say that, say I have plenty of time, and then I wait until the last minute, and then bam, I don't have plenty of time. So I am going to get that one done. I'm debating if I want to go ahead and get this one finished, and then once this is finished, then go back and work on that other one and just work on it exclusively until it's done, so I can have a finish. I have been working really hard on my stickers from the 100 stickers, or I think it's 102 for Disney. And I am getting closer to finishing that one. I was going to do a final flip through on that one so everybody could see what a completed album looks like. I don't know if it is something that everybody wants to see or really even cares about, because that video got very little views. I don't know, maybe it was the title, maybe it was the thumbnail, I'm not sure, but it did not get very many views. And so that one's going to take a while, which I don't mind doing it. I thought it'd be fun to show you guys once I'm done. I am counting those as 3 finishes because it's a lot. It is a lot of commitment on those stickers. I have heard that there's going to be another collection, mystery collection, that's going to come up sometime early part of next year. It's not going to be Disney. That's all I know. But I'm not going to do it. I just decided I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend a lot more time on it. I much prefer spending time with my canvases than to do stickers. But I mean, it was fun. It's also kind of expensive when you add everything up. It's a little on the pricey side, looking to see how much that I have spent for this project. I have a couple of projects I want to work on for Christmas. You'll be seeing those sometime in November. And the past 2 years, I did a video a day in December, and it was more of a whip and chat, and that was rough. I mean, to be honest, it was really, really rough. And I got to where some days I just absolutely missed doing a video completely, and the videos weren't being watched as much towards the end, and I get it because everybody's busy with Christmas. So I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I don't know. I am going to do an Advent, something for Advent. It will be dime painting every day, but I don't know how that's gonna look. I don't want to do ASMRs because I don't think they go over that great for my type of channel, and I don't really understand why everybody likes them so much. I mean, so if I don't understand it, then I don't know how I would do with it, if that makes sense. So give me some ideas what you would like. I really need to, I want to start gearing up my channel. I want it to be more committed. I mean, I am committed, but I want to be to where no matter what, I know what I'm going to be doing for the next week on my channel, and I want to be able to do something like that to where it's going to grow more. And that's the hope. I just don't know, again, what that's going to look like. Because sometimes it's hard if you don't finish diamond paintings as quickly, which I don't, and you don't kit up a lot, which I did last year. I still have more kitted up than what I should have right now, but I'm not going to just do a kit up every week. I'm not buying anything. I have some older kits that I could unbox. So I'm not exactly sure. I thought about doing the weekly whip and chats again that I started last year, where I did my cross-stitch conversion and then I read comments, and that was a lot of fun. I think a lot of you really enjoyed that. I don't have enough comments. But I think there's a way I know how to add some more content that would work for that too. Been thinking about that a lot lately. So give me some ideas. Let me know what you guys think and what you guys would like to see. Again, I am so thankful for all of you. I kept thinking that, I missed you guys. I hope that you guys are okay with me just not really going into a lot of detail. I know some of you were even upset just to hear the news. And so that just makes me feel like my family is definitely, we're here, we're being seen, and I don't really care about, being seen or anything like that, but I just like the fact that I have friends out there, and it just makes it extra special. If you like this video, please click on the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I think that you would like it here, and when I do have content that comes out, you will be notified. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.